What the hell happened in there? Batman! What happened?
Wow. I'm gonna assume it's not gonna do a quick rewind here like it did with the Catwoman one. Very interesting. If I'm not mistaken, last Mark Hamill appearance, right, as the Joker was this game. If you consider this a part of sort of the animated series canon, obviously this makes it sort of the end of that Joker. Which is interesting. And while we're at it, Raish and Talia also died in this. Clayface, he got dunked in the Lazarus pit, so he'll probably be back. Or would be back if they continued on with this series, but obviously they did Origins, so it's the prequel to all this, but I think. Wow, that's I started out having a lot of trouble with the game. Hey, it's Will Smith again. Getting jiggy with it. I started out playing it. I had a lot of trouble getting started, but towards the end, it picked up. The only weird thing about these Arkham games is that they're really samey. Like, it felt like even the boss fights were very samey between each thing, and a lot of times it's just get to an area, oh, really? Raish is still alive. If I go back, the sword isn't on the street. Interesting. Interesting. I'm actually not surprised he would have survived, but Talia's an interesting one. I mean, I wonder if Raish would have gone back and saved Talia. Although I don't think in the... I mean, well, I don't know the comics that well, but I think like in animated series and stuff...
Missed call. Call received 3 hours ago.
From the Joker, I guess.
Only you can make this world seem right. Only you.
That's funny.
Make the
Oh, that's funny.
Bright.
That's amusing.
You and you alone.
Just as a reminder to everyone, I cast every day at 6 a.m. Central Time. That's 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Please consider following me. I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd follow me. And when I mean every day, I mean I do it every day. This is my 25th consecutive day of doing it. It's no lethal frag streak, but it is 25 days in a row now. The next game is maybe going to be Tomb Raider, I think. The new Tomb Raider. And very soon I'll do Bioshock Infinite. I did Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2, and I'm going to do Bioshock Infinite. Hopefully I'll do it at a time that kind of leads directly into being able to do the DLCs. Because the last DLC I think is on the March 25th. Maybe Tomb Raider will take me a few days, and then I'll be able to Bioshock, and then lead the Bioshock straight into the DLC. We'll let this go ahead and play all the way to the end, and this will probably be it for the cast today.
I understand the magic that you.
I definitely like this game over the last couple of days I played it much more than I was enjoying it at the beginning. I was not having fun, but I had a very bad start to the week, so. And I'm no, combat master with the with the Batman games. I'm pretty basic, you know, punch kick type stuff. I played it on the medium difficulty, and since I'm not good enough for like really chaining combos and stuff, there's no point in me even going back to it at another time and trying difficult, you know, like a higher difficulty level. So, really no point. Although I probably, you're the only one here. Stream all to yourself. Well, that's the dirty little secret about streaming sometimes, especially when you're just starting out, is you talk as though there's 1,000 people in the stream. I've been, back in the old days when it was Justin TV, I had an account, and I at one time I had over 100 people, you know, a few times I had over 100 people, like, playing Minecraft, and, you know, you just try to talk to them the same way you talk to one person in the stream. You own the stream all to yourself. Jib Zamora. What a name. It feels like there should be a little more to the end of this game. I mean, I guess it's like the very end here, like some pictures, or, you know, like I guess the other one did that, had like production pictures and stuff like that. This is a very, you know, white text, black background, strange way to do it. I mean, the Joker singing "Only You" is hilarious. That's amazing, and maybe that's why there's really nothing else, because that's a great hook to the ending. But it does feel like there should probably be something else, like pictures, or you know, maybe Super Mario Brothers enemies. I don't know. A thwomp. A bob-omb. A chain jump. Yeah, it's a little surprisingly plain. And very slow in scrolling. That's the other weird thing. Kinda want to just let it finish its scroll here. I want to give it the full ending, you know, in case there's something at the very end, which there probably isn't, but, you know, we're gonna see. I didn't expect the Joker singing "Only You" midway through it. Yeah, 3 hours and 10 minutes. I mean, I'm off work, so it's a little easier when I don't have to. I'm off work tonight, so it's a little easier when I don't have to worry too much about getting to sleep, because it takes me forever to get to sleep. I'll lay in bed for like an hour sometimes, so sometimes I have to be a little careful on pushing it too long on my games. And, you know, in a way, this is, you know, this being sort of my main cast time, even though I'm going to try to maybe get some evening stuff this weekend to try to, you know, get some eyeballs and some attention. This being my main cast time, it is meant to be sort of a morning cast, you know, for people that, you know, getting up, going to work, getting off work, you know, things like that. Or, like King Potet, guys that are in other countries. I watched part of his cast this morning. He was playing I was going to say Gary's Mod, but he was playing a shooter, I think, that was with things made from Gary's Mod. I don't know exactly what it was. But it was funny because I think he's Norwegian, if I'm not mistaken. My memory's terrible, but I think he's Norwegian, and it was funny because he always comes to my channel and chats with me, and in English, and then I watch his channel and I'm like, I can't understand a thing they're saying. Finally had your first snow day today, before you only had a couple of days. It's been hot here where I'm living. Like, it was like 65 degrees yesterday. And heck, even now I think it's in the 40s. It got colder, but I think it's still mid 40s or something. 42 is what I'm seeing. And in this room where I have multiple computers running to stream and stuff like that, my room gets hot. It was 77 when I went downstairs to turn the air on, because I was like, that's way too hot. I'm basically baking my computers when it gets to be 77 in here. So I've even got like a portable like air conditioner over in the back, but I hesitate in turning it on because it would create a kind of a background hum that I want to avoid on the cast. But when it gets to the summertime and you're talking about, 100-degree temperatures here in the vaguely south of America, not really south, but that's my own distinction on it. It can get quite warm during the summer. So, quite warm. And this is an upstairs room, so heat rises, gets hot. This is the slowest credit crawl ever. Next playthrough probably will be Tomb Raider. I don't know if I'll do it this weekend. I may actually, I may do some evening casts, but I still plan on probably doing a regular cast, and I may pick another game for the weekend, because I was, like I said, sometimes it seems like I get people in the weekdays, but not the weekends, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I should try a weekday game and a weekend game. So, yeah, I'm averaging like half a follower a cast or something like that. And again, for what it is, considering the time I'm cutting out, the time I'm starting, it's going to be slow. That's just one of the ways it is. If I can, like I said, if this is my 25th cast at this time, mostly. I had a couple of days where I cast a little later because I had to work on a weekend. But I've not really had a weekend off since I started this. I had like a dental appointment once that put me out of commission, sort of, for being able to do like evening casts. And then I had to work a weekend, and this is the first weekend where I might actually have an opportunity to, maybe, play a little bit of the popularity game, and maybe cast something that pulls in a lot of eyeballs. So I may do that this evening or something like that. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I understand the morning the way the morning cast is with eyeballs. I mean, that's when I used to cast on Justin TV. Also, it wasn't a lot of morning stuff, and I did some evening stuff too. But oddly enough, some of my biggest casts were in the morning. It seemed like because of how hot Minecraft was at the time, since it was brand new. Actually, since it was in beta or alpha or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually kind of thinking that maybe I want to play something that's just kind of like a little different on the weekends. Even on the weekend, like 6 a.m. casts, for them to be just a little bit different. Not like a narrative game per se. Because then I don't want to like be waiting a week between seeing like big narrative aspects to a game. Especially if it's something I haven't played. If if I was playing BioShock Infinite, that's like a weekday cast type of thing, because I need to stay fresh. I even thought about doing something as simple this weekend as just trying to play BioShock on the hardest difficulty, like the first BioShock on the hardest difficulty. Because I've done that before with shooters. BioShock was quite a no pun intended shock to the system as far as its gameplay goes. Like, I've beaten Doom on its highest difficulty level, and I've beaten Quake on its highest difficulty level, and Halo on its highest difficulty level. So I've beaten shooters on their highest difficulty, but those are more, two of those at least are more traditional shooters, FPS, 90s style of shooters, and BioShock was a shock to my system after years of playing other games like MMOs, as far as resource management, low ammo, things like that. So we'll see. I even thought about doing some things like just long casts of things like Bashi or I Want to Be the Guy, things that are like, they're going to take me forever to beat anyway, so, like, you know, for a weekend, maybe that'd be a good way to get some eyeballs, just a few eyeballs, you know, something like that. Or I could play Pokemon Red. I could just sit there and let people tell me what to do. Instead of having a computer play it for me, I could just say, what should I do? Up, down, left, BA. That Twitch Plays Pokemon's a pretty funny... It's a pretty funny thing, but considering I've never played Pokemon, I don't know anything. You know, it's like I've watched the channel for like 5 minutes before, but I watch it and I'm like, I don't know Pokemon, so I don't know where these guys are. I don't know if this is impressive or a joke, because I don't know the game. So, actually, I think I own Pokemon Red, oddly enough. Back in like 2001, I think it was, I found like some cheap copies of, I think it was red, blue, and yellow in a in like a Great Escape store, which is a kind of like a, you know, like a comic book shop. They were like $5 a piece or something like that, and I was like, these games are worth a lot more than this, and I picked them up, and I was going to sell them on eBay, I just never did, and I run across them every now and then looking through my games. I actually collect, or I have a collection, I haven't been actively in collecting, but I actually collect old NES games myself. Yeah, I would start with the original 3 if I did it too. I have a collection of about like 400 NES games. Probably about 325 distinct titles of NES games, and I have some rare stuff and some unopened games and things like that. Have an unopened, or I have a complete in box with all the packaging and wrapping that one of the top loader NESs, and that probably goes for, you know, quite a bit now, because they're a tough find. I've got an unopened copy, I think, of, was it Mega Man 3, I think it is? Or is it Mega Man 4? Something like that. I've got 2 copies of a game called Samurai Zombie Nation, which all of a sudden became this hot game because Spoonie from the Spoonie Experiment did a review on it. Plus, it's pretty uncommon. Yeah, I got all kinds of little Nintendo tchotchkes and games and stuff from that. It's mostly all boxed up, just sitting in my closet right now. Stadium Events North America. Yeah, I do not have that. I do not have the one that was only sold at not Marshalls, whatever the name of that place was. Ward's, I think it was. Maybe I can't remember the exact name of the company or the retail outlet, but that one retail outlet that just doesn't even really exist. Yeah, I don't have that. I've got a couple of copies of Action 52. Trying to think of what else. I've got some of the Bible games unopened also. I think Bible Buffet maybe, and yeah, a few of the Wisdom Tree games I think unopened. Couple of copies of Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. I have one of my. Oh, you got a copy of Final Fight Guy? Wow, that's a pretty rare one, right? Because the switch of they're adding the guy back in or whatever, I think. I'm not as up on the SNES stuff. NES was my real first system. I mean, my very first system was an Atari 2600, but my first system, you know, my brother's 4 years older than me, and he considers Atari his first system, and while I played Atari, NES was my first system, it felt like. And, yeah. Actually, I have one of the things that I have that is like super rare is I don't know if you know that like the game. New game plus unlocked. Take the mode again. This time, every gadget upgrade already. You're gonna need them. Ultimate challenge. No counter icons. Stuff enemy configurations. Blah blah blah. But no game plus every. Okay. Rental at Blockbuster. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. I remember reading about that before. One of the things that I have that is probably the rarest of the things I have. Like, I don't know if you know that Nintendo re-released, of course, the NES with the top loader, the smaller top load one with the dog bone controllers. Well, the Game Genie did not fit in that top loader. So what Galoob did was that they offered anyone who would request it from them a spacer, a plastic spacer that would fit inside the top loader, so you could put the Game Genie in there, and so it would fit. Now, because very few top loaders were ever sold, very few people ever asked for the spacers. So they're incredibly uncommon, because who would have asked for one by the time that the NES was already, 3 years later than, SNES had already come out. And I was at a flea market once, and I found 42 boxed, unopened NES Game Genie adapter spacers at a booth. And they were selling them for $1 a piece. And I bought all 42 of them. And I had heard about them before, and I'd heard the rumors about, like, pawn shops, they're having, like, a whole rack of them and stuff like that. And I found 42 of them. And I've sold 2 of them on eBay. The first one I sold on eBay, and this has been a while, but the first one I sold went for $50. So I basically made all my money back. And then the second one sold for $100. So I still have, 40 of these remaining at this point. It's kind of crazy to have this many of them, and that they have this wild price, fluctuating price on them that's pretty crazy. Yeah, sometime, once I get, my visual stuff set up a little better on my channel, I'll throw up a full screen once or twice or something like that and show off some of the crazy stuff I do have, the pretty good stuff I have, that I was able to run across. But anyhow, I think I'm gonna head on out of here since we're at the end of the game with the controller turned off because it's been waiting so long. We're gonna go ahead and I got alternative Batman outfits. What else is gonna pop up? Is just gonna restart the game because I don't need it to restart the game. What?
Time to get my things and quit this damn town for good.
Wait. Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't want to flood the market.
No way.
Wait, are you kidding me? This game isn't over?
Catwoman's here!
Oh shit. Oh crap.
Die, freak!
You're gonna die, clown!
What are you waiting for?
Woo!
Get scared of me. Someone's fighting over here.
Okay, so I'm not done yet, apparently. What the fuck? What the fuck, game? Make a decision.
What's up? Scared to fight me, cat?
This is definitely not the beginning of the game. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
What are you waiting for?
Are you kidding me? Am I gonna die?
What are you waiting
You gotta be kidding me, game.
And the judgment is death.
Okay, let's try that again.
Gotham can rot for all I care. Hell, rotten enough already. I gotta get out of here and go someplace where people don't dress like bats and clowns. Catwoman! She's here!
Just get out, just get out of there.
Too scared to take on me?
Okay, it's over there. That's her pad. That's her pad. Hang on. Oh, okay. No.
Home.
Oh, in her
sweet
apartment. There we go.
home.
Whoa! Son of a bitch! Well, that's one life. How many more you got left there, Selena?
Is she dead? Hang on. She's waking up. Damn it, what are we gonna do? Kill her again.
Bro! No, 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 no! Woo! She's dancing. Yeah, god damn it. Fuck, it's gonna suck if I do this again. There we go. Woo.
Where are my things? Tell me, or I'll slice you apart, piece by piece.
Two-Face got him. He's at the museum, okay?
Thanks. So, you decided to come crawling back then, Harv. Pity. Oh well, time for this kitten to teach you some manners, once and for all.
This isn't the DLC content, right? This is the continuation of the game, right? Isn't the Harley Quinn's Revenge is the DLC?
doing here?
What's going on? And they're talking about the Joker being dead.
City, go to hell.
And she's still all ripped up.